strange. I was thinking about what to say for my intro, about the fact that I'm doing all of these Halloween October inspired videos. Throughout the month of October, I'm doing horror movie themes. And I forever said I'm not really a horror movie guy. Like, I enjoy them, but that's not really my go-to genre. I'd prefer a comedy or a superhero movie or something sci-fi. Although there's a lot of sci-fi movies out there that are horror technically. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I always claim I'm not really a horror guy. But as I was thinking about an intro, talking about Scream, we're here to watch the trailer for the new upcoming Scream 5. I think they're just calling it Scream, which is weird because the first one was called Scream. It's neither here nor there. But I was going to state that Scream is one of my all-time favourite movie franchises. Not just horror, but movie in general. I always go back to the 4 movies that have already come out, and I will happily rewatch through all of them. I don't really remember much of 4. I think I've only seen that like twice. But like the first 1 and 2, especially, like, iconic for the time. They reinvigorated the franchise. They turned the whole horror slasher genre on its head. And as I said, I've always said that it's one of my most favourite franchises. But then I think, like, even though I'm not really a horror guy, there's franchises like Child's Play. I did a Child's Play trailer reaction a few weeks ago. And I said how much I adored, Chucky and the whole universe that encapsulates. And like I said, Alien, I love the Alien franchise, and technically that's a horror. Scream, love them. Horror. I was going to say Halloween. I've only really seen some of them, but they're all really good. So many of my favourite franchises just turn out to be horror. So maybe, am I a horror guy? Do I need to kind of, because my favourite, movie genre, not just like horror, again, is zombies. I love zombies. The Walking Dead. Anything at all to do with zombies, I love. And that is inherently horror. Maybe I need to flip this whole channel on its head and dedicate everything to horror and just start watching more horror movies, because one of my favourite pastimes is sitting down with my wife and watching a movie, and we always go for horror. We always look at something paranormal because we want to be scared. That is the way that life is. You get such an adrenaline rush from being scared that people go out there and try to get scared, and it's weird. But yeah, I mean, like, let's just get back to the whole point. I love Scream. I love the whole thing. I love the story. I love the tongue-in-cheek aspects that they use. I know a lot of the stuff from that original movie has been spoofed to no end, but the spoofs are there because they're paying homage. They're tipping the hat to how creative it is. Even in the Scream universe, it's silly, isn't it? But it's still got the really good story at its heart. It's got an unbelievable twist. I mean, spoiler alert, if you've not seen Scream, why are you here if you haven't? That twist at the end where it turns out to be 2 killers, that's never been done before. And if it has, it's not been done to that level of notoriety. And, the other things that the Scream movie does, they signed on one of the biggest movie stars of all time. At that time, Drew Barrymore. They signed her on. Everyone was like, wow, Drew Barrymore, she's going to be the heroine of this movie. She's going to be the final girl, as they call them. She was snuffed out in the first 10 minutes and people lost their minds. So the whole Scream franchise in its entirety will go out of its way to flip the script, so to speak, and make something that's not fresh. Admittedly, after a while, throughout the franchise, they failed a little bit. Like I said, any movie franchise after 3 or 4, they can start going downhill. But number 5's coming. It's a way to re-enter the pop culture ethos and really just restart this franchise. I mean, it could go on. If this movie does well enough, they can make many, many more. Look at Halloween. Look how well that's doing 40 years after the original. And that still iconic horror villain, Michael Myers. The same here with Ghostface. Iconic, and, he's always at the top of people's lists of, horror movie villains. And it's not even the same guy. It's just a concept. It's just a mask. So, you know, Scream is good at what it does. And if it can carry that on and sort of re-inject a little oomph into it, they're going to be laughing. And I'm going to be so happy with the way this movie turns out if it does what I hope it can do. But we're going to find out from this trailer if they're going to be able to do that. I'm very excited. This trailer just came out recently. It's very rare that I get to do a trailer reaction, you know, an hour after it comes out. But I've managed to sneak away for 10 minutes. So let's do that. I've been rambling way too long. I've not got time for this. Let's just crack on. Yeah, I thought I'd set the mood. It's kind of, I need to do the red light at some point. There's no point having it if I'm not going to use it, especially for such a classic horror movie like this. As always, with my trailer reactions, I'm going to put the trailer up here so that you can watch along with me, and you can see why I'm reacting. You're going to see what it is that I'm reacting to. So here we go, and I'm going to hit play now. And Americans have such nice big houses, don't they? Oh, bringing it up to the modern age now with a bit of texting as well. Dun dun dun.
This isn't funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game?
Oh, that voice as well. You know, I said it with Chucky. That voice is iconic and, wow, straight to the point. Not messing around this time.
Doors unlocked.
Oh, technological age is just, it's a burden, isn't it?
Doors unlocked.
Why would you do that? Like, just put a chain on. Is that a hint that there's going to be 2 killers again? How good would it be if,
Hello?
Oh.
It's happening. 3 attacks so far.
Gun?
I'm Sidney Prescott, of course I have a gun.
I love David Arquette, I really do.
Something about this one just feels different.
So just that line there, they're trying to, you know, they're trying to reinvigorate it. Something feels different,
Samantha?
but it doesn't.
I know who you are.
I've been through this a lot. This is your life now, which means that whoever this is going to keep coming for you.
Let's reintroduce a new younger version of the characters.
Never.
There's certain rules to surviving.
Yeah. Oh, Jack
Attacks
Quaid.
were all on people related to the original killers.
Whatever his link is to our past, it's pulled us all back here. And I won't sleep until he's in the ground.
Yeah, it's not. Nothing's really like hitting me.
Hello, Sidney.
Oh, that does though.
Honor.
Yeah, that voice, man. That voice. Hello, Sidney. It's iconic, isn't it? You can't lie. It is iconic. Okay, yeah, so just quickly, like, it's going to be a very quick reaction because there's not really anything to that trailer. As I spoke a lot about reinvigorating the franchise and bringing it into the modern day, which they certainly did with the electronic door locks, which, like I say, is pretty stupid. I know it's great this day and age where you could do that, but why would you do that? Because someone can hack into it. That's neither here nor there. That's just part of this story, and that's fun because we're in that age now where that can happen. So it is a fun little thing to throw in there, but again, it's stupid. But that's what this franchise is. You know, it does these little stupid things and makes you go, oh yeah, that is silly. But yeah, nothing about that really screamed to me, really jumped out at me as if to say this is going in a new direction, because it's not. I mean, I know you've got the tried and tested formula for this franchise where you're going to, fans are expecting the same thing, but you also need something new and fresh. And I don't see that yet. Now, I've said multiple times when it comes to trailers, you don't want to give stuff away in the trailers, because why would you? That's just stupid. You want to get people in, but you don't want to spoil anything before they're there. And yeah, this did not spoil anything. Not that I'm aware anyway. That was a very brief watch. Again, nothing jumped out at me to say that there's anything spoilery in there. But again, there's nothing there that's real. I'm going to go and watch it regardless, because like I say, it's Scream. I'm going, you know, sign me up. I'm there watching it. But I don't see what about this is going to be any different from the previous 4. I know each time they've kind of, you know, they've tricked us at the end when it comes to the reveal of the killer. But what about this is going to be surprising? You know, it's going to be someone that they know. It could even be someone from the past. You know, like all the killers, spoiler alert, have died. But there's one point of contention when it comes to those killers: Matthew Lillard's character. And for some reason, I cannot remember his name, and it's actually driving me crazy. Stu Becker and... No. This, I feel really bad. But Matthew Lillard's character, he died at the end of that first movie. But a lot of fans have come out and said there is a good chance he did not die, because he had a TV dropped on his head, and it was the 90s, so those TVs were huge. But you didn't actually see his dead body. You know, Stu got shot in the head. Stu's mum in the second one got shot in the head. Billy in the second one got shot in the head. Is it Billy? Yeah. The third one, Sydney's brother, I think it was, got shot in the head. You know, that's kind of been a staple of these movies, that the killer gets shot in the head, so you know they're not coming back. The fourth one, was it her cousin or something? The young girl, and I'm pretty sure she got a shot in the head. Again, I've only seen it twice, I can't remember. So it's highly unlikely it's going to be one of those. But if they tried to do it in a, you know, if Matthew Lillard turns up, I'm going to lose my shit, and I'll say this is the greatest movie of all time. But yeah, there's nothing there that's making me go, oh, this is new. It's that formula. It's fine. You know, it's good. That's what fans love about the Scream movies. But is it getting to the point now where it's just boring? And it's going to make money, but I don't see what there is about this that's going to make me go, wow, and really champion this movie. Yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that trailer. I love it, you know, for the nostalgia facts. You know, you've got Dewey back, you've got Sydney, you've got Gail. They're all back. That's great, because they are the pillars of this whole thing. But what's interesting? I mean, even then, the last line in that trailer was the killer saying, Sydney, you know, it's a pleasure, I'm a big fan, or something like that, which says to me that she doesn't know him, or them, or her. She doesn't know the killer, because he's obviously saying, like, I've been waiting to meet you, and he's obviously some kind of copycat. But again, could that be a red herring? You know, this franchise is full of them. Yeah, there's just nothing there. I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm happy but disappointed at the same time. So we'll have to wait for the movie to come out in January. You know, they missed a trick not releasing it this month, but hey ho. Yeah, January. Let's see what happens. Let's hope it's good. Let's hope it does spark some life into this franchise. Like I said, it could do, but it's not looking great, is it? Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about the upcoming Scream movie and what you wanted, and if what you saw from this trailer is what you kind of hoped for. For me, it's not. Yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification for any upcoming videos that I'm doing. I did recently just cover the Scream movie with my good friend Phil Better on his podcast, The Phil Better Show. So go and check that out. It'll be on YouTube and Spotify and iTunes. Is it iTunes? I'm an Android guy. I don't know, but it's everywhere on these kind of podcasting platforms. So go and find it and check that out. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Yeah, goodbye. I'm sad.